I love the South Shore. I love living here in Scituate. It's peaceful and beautiful and lovely, and we have great neighbors and friends and family all around. The South Shore Hospital has always meant a lot to me, and it's so important to our community. I mean, I have my wisdom teeth out there. I had my babies there. You know, my kids' first stitches were there, so it's the go-to place. I was here on a beautiful summer day, getting ready for some home renovations. I said to my husband, you know, I don't feel good, and he said, you don't look good. Do you think we should go over to South Shore? So we hopped in the car and went over there, and I was admitted to the emergency department. I had an EKG, which was normal. I met this Dr. Jacobs who took care of me, and he said, you're staying overnight. And I got really mad at him because I just wanted to go home. At 8:30 that night, I had a massive heart attack right there in the hospital. And I was just 10 minutes away from the cath lab. And I was the luckiest person to be right there and to get the care I needed. It saved my life. I'd never felt pain like that in my entire life. And there were two nurses there with me, and they just reacted so fast. They had paddles on me in no time, and I thought I was absolutely going to die. And they called my husband right away, and they put the phone up to my ear so I could talk to him.
And then they said, we're going to put her on the phone. She wants to talk to you. So she says, basically she sounds very, very terrified, might not be overstated, but very worried. And I raced down to the hospital. Doctor came out, and he kind of explained to me very professionally and matter-of-factly that, you know, they had done this procedure, that during this period her heart had stopped. The guy was so professional and so obviously competent and capable, and I came away thinking, like, she's going to be fine.
She went into ventricular fibrillation, and she needed to have a shock given, and she came right out of that, and her heart irregular rhythm normalized. But if that whole process wasn't activated and wasn't activated as quickly as it was, there might have been a different outcome. It's a whole other thing to care for them in the minutes and hours and days afterward, and that care is often always just as important as the care they get in the acute episode.
I got very good care in there. I had all the real estate I needed, which was the bed, but it was crowded.
The ICUs at South Shore were built in the late 70s, and the infrastructure and the design of the units is really too kind of isolated for patients nowadays. What we need to do is to move into the future of ICU, which involves more natural light, more space for families, and allows us to really incorporate technological care into the room.
You have the family at the bedside. You have the provider at the bedside. And when it is a cramped space, that becomes a challenge for the team.
A modern intensive care would really provide truly patient-centered care that would focus on organ support so that the patients are rescued from complications, from critical illness, heart attacks, strokes, kidney failure.
Having a new ICU would be beneficial for everyone, the patient, the family, the physicians, the nurses, all the team.
Every doctor says to me, you know, do you realize what happened to you? And do you know how lucky you are? And I always say yes. I mean, I realize how lucky I am that I was in such a great hospital and that they kept me overnight and that I got such great care.
You know, it's hard to put a price on the benefits that the community gets from a place like South Shore Hospital. I mean, how do you value somebody's life? It's an amazing gift that I've been given. They gave me her. And think about that.
They did everything they should have done, and the most important thing was getting my husband on the phone so that I could talk to him, you know, and holding the phone to my ear and comforting me in a time where I just didn't know what was going to happen to me. They did a beautiful job. They carried me through.